Heroes and heroines of all ages. When the world tells you to get a life, you're always welcome at the 1-Up Block. My name is Dan the Man, your host, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. When we last left off, we got our asses handed to us in Metropolis Zone, but, you know, what's new in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 fandom, right? But yeah, we're going to be moving on to the next one right now. And welcome to Sky Chase Zone? I forgot what, it literally just happened, and I was listening to the music, so I didn't even read the title card. But yeah, welcome to this level. Here we have Tails flying Sonic's plane, and I did say that right. It's Sonic's plane, not Tails' plane, the Tornado. Tails was piloting it. He's always under you. This is basically like playing a normal stage, except instead of being on a one plane, like flat plane, you can actually tell Tails to go up or down by pressing up or down. But he will also always be under you to catch you, unless you spin dash. Sometimes there's a weird glitch where if you spin dash, Tails will not be able to keep up with the momentum of Sonic, and he will just end up letting Sonic fall to his death, because that is a bottomless pit down there. Do not think that you are not in danger. But for the most part, you're just waiting for things to kill or avoid or break. It's not that bad. I have 0 rings, but you can stand on these turtles. The turtles shoot blasts out of their mouths when there's a little turtle on them. These guys will shoot a little ball at you when you're under them, so jump above them to hit them. You can touch their propellers, it will not hurt you. And yeah, what the hell is that? I think that might be the next zone we're going to. Which is pretty cool, because you are actually seeing parts of the level we're going to see. But there was the exhaust. Okay. We could have got burned there, but we didn't. But the stage is not over. We still have to deal with a couple of things. I love the music in this level, but I honestly, because you can't do this level at your own pace, I'm not too fond of it. Any level in a Sonic game that makes you wait arbitrarily, I hate. Because, like, you can choose to be slow in a Sonic level, that's one thing, but when the level itself forces you to go at its pace because it's a constantly scrolling level, that kind of sucks, but it doesn't last too long, 2 minutes. And now we're at Wing Fortress Zone. Tails is gonna get shot down, make sure you jump, because that is not a scripted sequence, you will die there. But let's collect some rings, shall we, because why the hell not? It's always nice to have rings. I'm also going to show you how to avoid most of the annoying parts of this level, because there's a bunch of bottomless pits if you take the normal route, but if you get a bit of momentum, you can actually jump up here. If I can fucking do it. I think you can do it anyway. I know I've gotten up here before. Come on. I'm not crazy, am I? Hold on a second. There we go. Getting up here, you can jump up here and go right through this, and thus you've skipped a good chunk of the level. Isn't that nice? Everybody thank your Dan the Man for teaching you how to do that. Because a bunch of parts down there are really annoying, because you saw at the beginning of the level when I hit one of those little pads on the ground, and it flung me forward, and I think we'll see another one later, but if you don't let go of the the D-pad, Sonic will not go the full amount it needs to, and there's a bottomless pit where you have to use one of those to jump over it. Oh, there's one right here. Like, see, look at this. If I hold the button... Oh, no, it did it that time. What the hell? Okay, maybe it's just the one down there that's bugged. But yeah, touch that and let go of it, and Sonic will go forward if you're taking the normal route. I did not. I'm actually, cheating, and I skipped most of the level. Which is fine, because, this level's okay, as long as you're skipping that part that I just mentioned. You need to go this way. Whee! You're grabbing onto these things. Make sure you follow the rings, because you do need to make sure you grab onto the next one. I'm not sure if you can actually skip that part by just going further ahead by avoiding grabbing onto something. This part is kind of tricky. You see down there's like a little turret popping out. It will pop in and out, and you're supposed to jump on it. But because it goes in and out, you have to really quickly go, or else you're going to be caught with your pants down. I scurried when I should have sniffed. If you catch my drift there. Oh boy, this level is a handful, that's for sure, but it's not that bad. I usually don't miss those jumps, but it is nerve-wracking, especially if you've made it to this part of the level, and you don't have... What the hell was that? Looked really ridiculous. Especially if you've made it to this part of the level and you don't have any lives. Of course, you're probably going to be a little nervous. Just trying to get this ring box. Really? Really now? Spin dash. Give me the rings, you son of a bitch. Can I really not? Fuck it. I'm not wasting any more time on that. But yeah, just take your time. Be careful with what you're doing. Watch these cluckers because they will hit you. I don't know if they're called cluckers, but they should be. Whee! 'Cause I'm free! Free falling! Up. Okie dokie. So now, you can skip another part of this level, because you see right there's a propeller that Sonic can't get past earlier in the stage. If you hit the propeller, you can actually make it over here really quickly. Alright, so it's gonna go in and come right back out, so I'm just gonna jump. You kind of want to be ahead of the game here. You could probably skip a bunch of these by jumping straight over them, but I'm being careful. Oh, there it is right there. Let go of the button and let Sonic do it himself. I guess it wasn't down there. I thought I skipped more of this level than I did, but I did not. I guess I just skipped a chunk of it. Always fine, though, especially if you're trying to speed run. Okay, I'm good. I was less in trouble than I thought I was, again. Grab this. Where am I going? Oh, I found it. Whee! Whoa. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Whatever you say, game. I'm not gonna question it. Speed. Blue streak. Speeds by. We're at the end of the level. Now we gotta fight Dr. Eggman. We're at the end of the level. So this boss fight's kind of irritating because, as you can see, these platforms come out and there's a thing right there. It is a laser beam. It will fire at the ground and slowly move towards wherever you are. So be careful. You can only hit it when it's open, about to fire, and you can only reach it by being on top of these things. So, you can clearly see there's spikes on the bottom of these, so you can't stand under them. You can't let them touch you. You can only land on top of them. So that means this is another slow boss that you kind of have to take at a relatively decent pace. Especially if you want to keep your rings like I do for some reason. Okay, up. And up. I believe it takes... God dang it. I believe it takes 8 hits just like Eggman does. It's the norm. Bada boom, bada bing. It is destroyed and Eggman has cheesed it. Wait for this laser gate to come down. If you jump over into his cockpit, you can actually get yourself a free life, which I do recommend doing because this is the end of the game. This is the last level. It looks like Eggman is escaping on his rocket ship. What a dickhead. But our buddy Tails has upgraded the tornado and has attached a rocket to the bottom of it, so we can try to catch up to it, which is pretty sweet. Come on, Tails, we can do it. Just get me a little closer. And did it. So this is a little ridiculous. Sonic is holding on to a rocket ship, and this rocket ship is going into space. As you can see here in a second, we will... Yeah, there it is. That's actually a cool transition with the Earth at the bottom of the screen with the black being space. That's actually really cool touch. But welcome to the final zone. Okie doke. I just wanted you to hear that. This is the Death Egg Zone, and this music track that you're hearing right now only plays at this part of the stage because as soon as you step off of here, you have a boss fight, and you have no rings. So what I recommend doing is waiting for him to land, get as many hits on him as possible, and then avoid him. Do it again as he comes back up. You can actually dash into him or through him when he does that. and you just need to get 8 hits. On the second spin, he will go up, but if you do it fast enough, unlike I did, you will take him out faster. You can take him out in 2 rotations, like get 4 hits, run, and then do 4 more hits, and he'll be dead. But yeah, we're chasing Eggman, and he's much faster than us. And welcome to the final boss, the Egg Robo? Not the Egg Robo, the, oh, I can't remember what they call this robot, but you have to use the momentum to your advantage because Sonic does jump higher when he runs, so make sure you get a running start before jumping. You can only hit him when he is taking a step, basically. He will fly up, come back down and crash. You want to stay away from him after he crashes the first time because he will shoot those at you. But he will go back up again, try to aim at you, but this time you can actually stay near him to get a free hit. As you can see there, I demonstrated on accident that if his leg is lifted up, you are more likely to hit him, or hit the spikes, because you can touch his hands, and that ends up being what kills you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was 4. So I get to show up how you should try to do this boss fight. Boom, he's dead. Bada 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 bada. You have no rings for this fight, again. So you know, you have to do this all without taking damage at all, which is pretty difficult, I will agree. And a lot of people probably died to this boss a lot as a kid because, like, I mean, you want to do it as fast as possible, right? So he takes a step, hit him. 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 He takes a step again, hit him. And that's all you really have to do. I think he takes 8 hits just like Eggman does. Just like every other boss. The first crash, stay away from him, he'll shoot the spikes. He's gonna go back up. And repeat, except this time you can actually stay close to him. This is when the game wants you to hit him because he gets down low enough for you to safely hit him. But if you do this method and only hit him when his leg is down, you will take him out relatively easily, baby. And that was the final boss of Sonic 2. We have now gotten the bad ending, but it's... So that was the ending, the bad ending of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. However, I prefer that ending, just like Some Call Me Johnny, I prefer that ending because it shows a bond between Sonic and Tails, where Sonic beats Eggman and is now falling from space and could potentially die. Tails gets in the tornado and goes and catches him, and then they safely go back to Earth, and it's kind of cool. Like, that's really sweet. That is what I prefer, the ending. But you'll see why, and I'll talk about it later whenever we get back to, when we get to the true ending, because you have to collect all the Chaos Emeralds, so expect to see that episode. But, yeah, that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We got through it at a pretty brisk pace, but I prefer it to Sonic 1, obviously. Even playing Sonic 2 like Sonic 1 makes Sonic 2 that much better, because, you know, taking your time to look at the levels and take the upper paths is actually really rewarding, and it just feels really good to do. And playing through Sonic 2, just like in the old days, feels really good to me. I could play this game a million times and never get tired of it. Like, I can play through Sonic 2 multiple times in one sitting and still find it enjoyable each time I play through it. So, you know, If you're wondering why I'm talking over the credits right now, it's because whenever I show the true ending, we will be listening to the credits again, and you will get to hear them because I'm going to shut up because the true ending is different, and I'm just going to let it speak for itself. But yes, this is the end of Sonic 2. The ending is not terribly different, so again, if you're going to skip over this like Sonic 1, I don't blame you. So I'll say goodbye, and, you know, we'll tackle some other game some other time, but do stay tuned for the Chaos Emeralds if you want to see what you get, because you do get something for collecting all the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic 2. It's not just like Sonic 1 where you get a crappy, slightly different ending. You actually do get a reward for collecting all the Chaos Emeralds, and whether or not they are worth it is honestly up to you. But, yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It's honestly kind of strange that I'm finally, like, finishing this game for the channel. I started my Let's Play channel with the intention of getting to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 way back in the day, and I never got around to doing it. And, you know, yet here I am. I've completed it. It's done. And I am super proud of myself. I hope you guys had a good time, because this is probably my favorite video game of all time. But, yeah.